Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel for another interesting video. In today's video, I'm going to share with you the negative consequences of living with a poverty mindset. When you have a poverty mindset, it is going to be very, very difficult for you to become rich. It is like you are telling yourself it is impossible for me to do this thing, and you are working every day trying to do that thing, and you have already given yourself an answer for the thing that you are working hard every day to get. Like once you have a poverty mindset, once you think you are poor, no matter how you are going to work, no matter how you are going to work, you will still remain poor. And this is why most of the families today, no matter how they work hard, they will still be poor because they have engraved this thing in their mind, like we are poor, we are poor, we are poor. Like once you tell yourself I'm very poor, be very sure that you will be very poor, and you have to know that you will be very poor. And this message goes to the young generation and goes to the parents or the caregivers at the same time. The first people that I'm going to start with are the parents. Like, are you a caregiver? Are you a parent? I know at times it is really difficult and frustrating and hard. Life is hard, money is a problem, money will be a problem, and money shall be a problem. That is how it is. No one can change that concept. Today you have money, tomorrow you are broke. It is life, we have to go with that one. But one of the funniest things that the parents do, one of the funniest things that the parents do today is they constantly tell their children, you know, we are poor. We don't have this money. We don't have this. We cannot live like those people. We don't have sufficient amount of money to live. We don't have anything. We are very poor. We are very poor. We are surviving. We are living in surviving mode. This is very, very dangerous and poisonous to your children. Even if they have some skills, or they have some talent, or they have something that they can expose or they can show to the world, but they will tell themselves, my dad, my mom, my uncle is telling me constantly I'm poor. It means this place that I want to jump in does not correspond me. I have to look for something that is I have to look for something which correspond me so that I can do. Like once you tell your children we are poor, it is like you are blocking their minds, you are blocking their brains for them to think wider, or for them to use their brain extensively or expansively. Like as a father or a mother or an uncle or a caregiver, even if you don't have money, I know at times it's difficult, and your children are putting pressure on you to buy them something. What you tell them is just tell them this statement: this thing that you want at this particular moment, I think is not good for you, but this is what I can give you at this particular point. Don't show to them you are poor. Don't tell your children we are poor. Even your school fees have not paid. Even your junior brother have not taken him to school. Don't tell those stories to your children. You can discuss it with your wife, or you can discuss it with your husband. But when your children are at the age of 5, 6, 7, even 15, even 20, don't use like, we are poor, we are from a very poor family, this and that. Just allow your children to discover that our parents are financially, like they are financially weak, something like that, or they are not financially grounded or financially stable, something like that. But do not use that statement all the time. Oh, we cannot afford this because of this. We don't have this amount of money. We are very poor. We are like this. We are like that. Never ever tell your children that way. It is like you have your organization and you are the CEO of the organization and you have competitors outside. Internally, instead of encouraging your children to face the adversity or your employees to face the adversities that they are going to go through during the campaign or anything, you are telling them, we don't have this, we don't have that, we don't have that. Those people are ahead us. Those people are ahead of us in this way, in that way. Yeah, this is the same thing. And I'm telling parents today, if you have the poverty mindset, like anytime you tell your child or your children, we are poor, we cannot afford this, we cannot afford that, it is risky and it is deleterious. It is dangerous. Once you are poor mentally or emotionally, forget the aspect that you are going to become rich tomorrow. Forget the aspect that tomorrow I will become rich, I will make money. No matter how you work hard, no matter how you work hard and you have a poverty mindset, you will remain poor and you will remain poor. And every day you are doing sacrifices for you to become rich, but you will not grow because you have already inculcated the poverty mindset. And that poverty mindset does not help. If you always tell yourself, I'm poor, I don't have this, I cannot afford this, I cannot go this way because I don't have this money, you will remain there. You will never change. You will never grow financially. That is why most of the people today, no matter how they work hard, they still remain poor and they still remain the same because they have the poverty mindset. And this thing now, I want to talk to these small boys in their 18s, and in their 20, in their 19 or 17. When I was in high school, my dream was to become an engineer, a petrochemical engineer. I did not even know if my father is rich or my father is poor. I was not even thinking about money. I didn't even know what is money. In my 17, in my 18, something like 16, my dream was to become the best student in class. My dream was to study. Like when my father buys me a lot of mathematics textbooks, physics textbooks, and something like chemistry textbooks, and maybe biology, because at times I was a fan of biology. I was very happy when I have like 4 uniforms or three, many pair of shoes to go to school, and many textbooks that I can read and score score like good grades in my subjects like math, physics, biology, chemistry, and maybe further mathematics. I was rich. Like, surprisingly, when you see these young boys in their 18, they are talking about poverty. You see someone, that person is 19 years old or 15 years old. They say, no, I'm very poor. L'enfant d'un pauvre. That is what they say in French. L'enfant d'un pauvre. My father is poor. I'm very poor. My friend, you are 19 years, or you are 17 years old, or you are 15. You are in high school or you are in college. Instead of concentrating on your study, you are talking about poverty. You are thinking about money. This is where most of the young generation, they find themselves. They are depressed, they are stressed, they are confused because they want to drive cars that they cannot manage. Like they want to do things that are which are beyond their means. Like they want to manage big things. As a small boy, think about your books, think about your result, or think about your girlfriend somewhere. Why are you thinking about money? Why are you telling yourself you are poor? Why are you even making that statement? The child of a poor. Your father has sacrificed many things to send you to school to go and study. Your father has done many things, or your mother or your family have have done enormous effort for you to be in college, or for you to be in campus, or for you to be somewhere, for you to gain sufficient education which can improve your life tomorrow. But every day you are telling yourself, my parents are poor, my parents are poor. Poor in which direction? And you are in campus studying, and they send you small amount of money that you can manage and study very well. You have not started fighting and you are complaining already. You see these boys in their 18, their parents are taking care of them, but they want to be using this iPhone, these big phones. Why you start fighting or starting a game that has not yet started? Why are you doing that? Telling yourself you are poor, I don't have anything, I'm from a very poor family, my father is broke, and your father has sacrificed many things for you to be in school, and your father has done many things, or your mother, for you to be somewhere learning something or doing something. You have to respect and value their level of sacrifices. Instead of telling yourself, I'm poor, you as a young man listening to my message, telling this statement, you are poor, you will be poor. And you will know, and you will respect, the consequences of being poor. You see someone, man, you are 19 years, you are 17, you are 15. Instead of concentrating on your study or your talent or whatever you are trying to do, you are talking about poverty. In your 15, you are talking about poverty. When you reach 30, what will you talk about? When you reach 40, what will you talk about? When you have a family, you have children, will you talk about poverty to the power square, or poverty to the what? If you have that mentality, and if you have that mentality of telling yourself, I'm poor, I'm a child of a poor, it does not help you. This guy, Laurent Gbagbo, the former president of Ivory Coast, his father was a very poor man. His father was a gate man. His father was a security guy for a certain minister in Ivory Coast. But the guy did not put in his brain, my father is a security guy, my father is a poor man, my father is this. But the guy went to school, he studied, and he later became the president of his country. But when you see these young boys today, they have this mindset, I'm from a very poor family, it will not help you. Anytime you tell yourself you are from a very poor family, you are killing your level of confidence, and you are killing your talent, and you are closing yourself in a circle. Tell yourself, okay, my parents does not have this, but they can give me this, but I can manage with this one. And you have the same mentality like the children of those who are very rich and they have everything, but you can compete with them, you can study with them, you can hold the same position with them in future. Kill that mentality mindset, because it is not going to take you anywhere. The poverty mindset does not take you anywhere. There is this book that I've read, The Rich Dad and Poor Dad. The Rich Dad and Poor Dad. This book promulgates the message that the poverty mindset can make the entire family be poor for uh, not for decades. Like if you are poor, if you have a poverty mindset as a father, your children have 90% to be poor, and your grandchildren will be poorest or poorer. Like it is not good. It is not good to live with poverty mindset. Like this book that I've read is talking about that. If you live with a poverty mindset, my friend, it is not going to help you. Even me, Let me take my example. My father was not a rich man and my father was not a poor man, but I've never ever told myself I'm poor. Even when we were in high school, because I used to study in high school with the children of governors, the children of MP. But in my country, bro, those guys they used to think my father is even the big boss more than their dads. I did not have that poverty mindset, even though my father used to sacrifice a lot with my mom for me and my brother to be where we are. But we have never ever subscribed to that poverty mindset. Never. Once you have poverty mindset, you have blocked your like, oh, I don't even know how to use it. I don't even know how to make that statement. When you subscribe to poverty mindset, you have killed your talent, you have reduced your potential, have you have put yourself in a situation where you can only transform yourself to become the better tomorrow. Because poverty mindset, it is dangerous and it makes you become poor and it makes you become lost in life because everything you think I'm poor. You don't even think how can I afford it? What you think is it is impossible, I cannot do it, we are poor, we are poor. Bro, what is that? I hope you like this video. I subscribe to my YouTube channel for the more coming videos.